Hey guys, welcome back to All About Mining. So today we're going to work on changing the brake pads on our steer tires. So let's go over how to do that for this truck. So the items we'll need today is we got our jack, 20-ton jack to get it lifted off the ground. We got our impact here with a 33mm socket to get the lug nuts off, the tire off. We have our new brake pads and their equipment, and we got our PPE, our gloves, and our glasses. So let's go ahead and get this project going. Alright, so we got the tire off. We're going to move this block out of the way. We'll remember to put that back in so we can get our jack out when we're done. Before you take the tire off, if you wanted to check on the back side here, there's this little pin right here. That's how you check how much life you have still on your brake pads. So each one of those little knobs is an 1/8 inch. And so this has almost a 1/4 of an inch left on the pads. So the pads actually still have some more life on this side. On the other side, it's a little bit less, but just for the sake of it, we're gonna go ahead and change these out. Hold on to these ones probably for spare in case we need them, but we're gonna get these changed out. So this bolt right here is, you could use a 17mm or an 11/16, either one should work. I'm going to go ahead and use the 11/16 to take this off. Okay, once you have that off, you can go ahead and pop these springs out. All right, once I'm ready to release the pressure on here, we're going to go around the back side here. Let me show you. And on the back side, you'll see this little, you should have a little cover right here. This is a plastic piece that just pops off. So we're just going to kind of pop that off. There's a little bolt right there that we're going to use to release the pressure. This takes a 10mm. Go on there, and we're going to back that off. And as we back that off, you'll be able to see the pressure coming off of here. We can pull our brakes out now, but we're going to go ahead and back that out all the way because our new brakes are going to need all that space. Sorry for the sweat dripping on there. It's warm in Arizona today. Alright, let's see if that's enough. So we got these we can pull out. Just pull them straight up. See, there's a good amount of life still left on those. So we're going to hold on to those as backups. Now before we put on our new brake pads, a good idea is to check your rotor. See how worn it is by checking the lip right here, feeling up and down there, see if there's any big gouges, big marks, big indentations or anything. This feels pretty smooth. I do have a little bit of a lip here, but it's not much. So I'm going to go ahead and run with what I have, and we're going to go ahead and install the new brakes. So here's the new brake pad. Just slide straight down in, just like that. All right, we're gonna have to open this up a little bit to get the other one in here. We may have to back those out a little bit more, but let's see. I went in a little bit of an angle, so kind of got myself pinched. All right, there we got it dropped down all the way, both of them. Okay, so now we're going to put on our spring pins on the top. These are the hold it in, hold it down nice and snug. Slips underneath this little notch, right over those pins and under that notch. So I got it under the back notch, over the pins, and then we're going to just lift in the middle, slips right under there. All right, so those are both on. Now we just put on our top bar to hold it in place. Now the kit did come with a brand new bolt for right here, so we're going to go ahead and use that. Put it in up top first, and you got to push this down to get it in place right where you want it. Go ahead and start screwing that in by hand a little bit just to get it stuck. Now we're going to bolt that in all the way down. You're going to feel some resistance because you're pushing those springs down. That's okay. You just get this gap closed all the way down. All right, it's nice and tight. New brake pads are installed, everything's in. I'm going to put some more pressure on this that goes against the brakes. However, this truck does have self-adjusting brakes. When I get in the cab, when it's fired up, I pump the brakes, it'll automatically adjust this. But just for the sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and tighten them up right now. Just snug, not tight. So once it gets snug, again, it's going to self-adjust once I start pumping the brakes when I'm driving this thing. Don't forget to put your little cap on there to protect this, keep it from getting nasty and dirty and gumming things up on the inside. All right, so I usually start on the back side, kind of wedge it in there, take a flathead and just give it a little bit of help getting that little ring in there. Once you get that in, you should be able just to push it in. You can twist it a little bit to make sure it's seated really good and it's not going to fall off. And there we go. Now if we look down a little bit lower, here we can see that pin. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 8s sticking out. And so we have that shows our life. Yeah, my gloves are a little bit big. But that shows our life right there. Alright, so we got a full set of pads in here. And this one should be good to go. Alright, we got the steer tire back on. We went ahead and changed the brakes, brake pads. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it answered some questions for you. I hope give you a tutorial walkthrough of how to do this. All we have to do now is just lower the jack and get this thing back on the ground. And then this tire is good to go. I got to do the other side. But I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments down below. But please remember to give this a like, and I appreciate you watching and taking time on this video. Also, let me know if you have any other things you would like to see work done on a truck or whatever kind of videos you're interested in, and maybe we'll get to work on those. Take care, guys.